It was a typical work-from-home day on February 10th, 2010, when the journey to my second act began. Having survived Atlanta's 2014 snowmageddon of the previous month, I opted to receive my biopsy results by phone. I kind of already knew it wasn't going to be good news, so why compound the stress by having to drive myself back home in dicey weather? To help with this conversation, I had my holistic mind-body chiropractor, now friend, Dr. Bianca Chiavani, conferenced in on the call with the doctor. I knew I wouldn't process it all, and she'd be able to help me process it and communicate the details to my family. So there they were, those words. One word in particular kept slapping me in the face as the doctor shared the biopsy results: carcinoma. The doctor seemed to say it several times, and I'm a simple girl. I was preparing myself to hear her say, "You have cancer." But the word carcinoma scared me even more. Just so I make no assumptions here, I asked for clarity, and the rest of the call was a Charlie Brown classroom moment. Blah, 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 blah. When the call ended, the phone immediately, and I mean immediately, rang, and it was Bianca. All I remember hearing her say is, "This is like everything else we're treating with you. This is something in you that's not supposed to be there, and there's a process to get it out." And wow, that made sense. Before I could even go to a dark place, I thought, okay, you're right. I've held on to the simplicity of that statement even to today. Bianca and I shared the news with my sister Anita, and the process to process it all began. Now for some perspective. I'd been told I had fibrocystic breast, and my mammograms were always a frightening, stressful, all-day event where they found nothing. So when the doctor suggested a biopsy, I thought, it's going to be the same old drill. So I drugged my feet and let life delay my actions. After several months, I noticed a small lump in my left breast. After 6 months, the lump had grown. Now, I was leading a very busy life, stressful, as we all are, and I had a full-time job as a corporate trainer, was in a leadership program at work, had started my first of 2 businesses, enjoyed traveling, had an active social life, and had just been given my adorable Shih Tzu puppy, Chloe. So this diagnosis, any diagnosis for that matter, was nothing I ever imagined happening, nor did I have time for it. My friends and family sought to support me as best they could. Having no firsthand experience with cancer, they put me in touch with people close to them who did. I'm grateful they were so selective in guarding my privacy and spirit, because in those early days I was very vulnerable and fragile. Well-meaning people can say the most off-putting things, can't they? But they connected me with great people who provided amazing love and support. There's Ricky, a now cancer-free, triple-negative breast cancer survivor, thriver. She was the first person to contact me. Ending a toxic marriage and business partnership, she recreated herself with purpose and has a thriving new company and says her cancer saved her life. Rod and Keisha, a beautiful couple I was referred to by friends, shared the great treatment Rod received for his colon cancer at a cancer treatment center that offered integrative services. Their recommendation led me to the same center where I was treated. Lisa, a chance encounter in the waiting room at the treatment center led me to her. Lisa was on the tail end of her breast cancer treatment. Taking me under her wing, Lisa educated me and explained the details of what was to come, gave me a tour of the facility, introduced me to staff, and helped prepare my family and I to make decisions about my care. These experiences began a hopeful, uplifting, and inspiring feeling that I carried with me throughout my treatment. They embody some of the lessons that fuel my second act. 1, you're not alone. You're never alone. While it may seem that way, and for some it may physically be that way, everyone needs to know that there are countless people you don't even know who are thinking of you, praying for you, and sending you love, light, and positive energy. 2, surround yourself with positivity. Shield yourself from anything negative, even if it's family and close friends. I find comfort in quotes like, "Train yourself to find the blessing in everything." And when life hands you lemons, grab the vodka and call your girls. 3, be open to new experiences. I strongly believe the integrated services I received during my treatment are largely responsible for how my body and mind responded to my cancer treatment. I now do acupuncture, and I don't even do needles. I was once admitted to the hospital after looking at the needle when they drew blood. Notice how God reveals himself to you every day. It can almost become comical when you pay close attention. 4, take advantage of the resources available. During treatment, I took advantage of everything my center offered: mind-body therapy, counseling, massage, chiropractic care, acupuncture, and spiritual counseling. If there's a 24/7 hotline for support, use it. Don't sit through the night in torment. Call and talk to someone. Even if they don't have all the answers, get that monkey off your back. Will you really go back to sleep if you don't get that off your mind? 5, develop a toolkit for stress and distress. I learned in mind-body therapy that stress is external, things you can't control, and distress is internal, how you react to stress. While you can't eliminate stress, you can manage and minimize how you react to it. Meditate, find a hobby. I adopted the mantra, "Not my circus, not my monkeys." This makes me laugh and puts in perspective what's really important. And think about it, do you really go to the airport and carry other people's luggage? Then why do we do that with our lives? Find things that make you happy and incorporate them in your life. Stop putting everyone else first for everything, and stop making excuses not to do this. For me, I love music. I've always connected well with people, enjoyed supportive endeavors, and enjoyed helping people learn, which is why I enjoy being a trainer, but I always knew there was more. I've had the honor of talking to numerous potential patients, sharing hope about cancer treatment. I was blessed to have met a beautiful 33-year-old woman who'd been diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. Her doctors had run out of options and even asked her what she wanted to do. She was so hopeless. We've remained in contact, and she is now being treated at the same treatment center as I am and is having great results and minimal side effects. I recently supported a dear friend as she went through her second round of chemo for stage 4 general cancer. Little did we know when we met on vacation in St. Kitts 2 years ago that we'd really become sisters. So in my second act, I will do for others what was done for me. I will use my cancer and life experiences to inspire and give people hope. I'll continue to be a patient advocate. If I can empower someone, make someone smile or laugh at life, encourage them to seek options, and lighten someone's emotional load, then I've done my job. So I leave you with these words by George Bernard Shaw. Life isn't about finding yourself, life is about creating yourself. Thank you.